224 million. And goodness gracious me, I cannot believe this. I can't believe I've missed it, but it's bloody amazing. And my prediction has come true. This is the universal sign for pumped, apparently. Oh dear, this is going to be taken out of context heavily. Hello and welcome back to part 2 of 3 of my Ederson as an outfielder experiment on Football Manager 2021. If you've not already seen the first one, please do go back and watch that before carrying on with this, as it'll make a bit more sense. But I will give you a quick recap of where we left off last time. It was in 2026, May of 2026 to be exact. Ederson is 21 years old, worth 81 million, and plays for Real Madrid. And if you remember rightly, there was also a possibility that he was going to be ousted by this man, Eduardo Camavinga. They are in direct competition, essentially, for that centre mid spot, for that sort of deep line playmaking spot, if you like. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. But also, before we go any further, if you've not already, please do subscribe with notifications on so you're not to miss out in future, and also to help me get towards 500 subscribers. We're about 15 away at time of recording. Any support is massively appreciated. Now, here we are though, in 2027, after 7 seasons as a professional footballer, at the age of 22, Ederson still at Real Madrid, still worth 81 million, but he's now on 250 grand a week. He's moving up in the world, 33 caps for Brazil now, and still bloody good. I think that's probably more greens than otherwise now in terms of attributes. And he's not been ousted by Eduardo Camavinga. It doesn't look like it anyway. He's number 5 though after being number 4. And he played 38 games in the league. He started every single game. Well, maybe not started every game. No, he did, sorry, at the bottom. Started every game in the league, scoring 6 goals and getting 17 assists with 10 player of the matches. Getting close to averaging an 8 every single game. It'll be interesting to see how much he played in the other games. Wow. Back to being a key player. Camavinga, no more. Is he still here? He is, and he seems to be playing a little bit further ahead than Ederson, but not as much as him. Ederson playing 56 games in all competitions. He's bloody unreal, contributing to a total of 30 goals from defensive midfield, and his discipline is still pretty decent. No red cards, just the 6 yellows. Pass completion, again, over 90. Also producing over 1 key pass on average per game, as well as creating 122 clear-cut chances throughout the whole season. And this was close. They won the league this time, Real Madrid, on head-to-head. Level on points. It doesn't go to goal difference in Spain, so they must have beaten Atletico Madrid, or well, had better aggregate over the 2 games anyway. Not good in the Champions League. They've not had too much success, which Real Madrid fans will not like. Spanish Cup runners-up, but Spanish Super Cup winners. I wonder if there's been a tournament for Brazil. There was in the summer of 2026, but they did very, very poorly. They lost to Nigeria. Ederson did start. It looks like he's playing centre-half for Brazil. And then they bounced back, beating Norway 3-0 before being knocked out in the World Cup second round. It's in 2026, so they've got a load of teams in there. Hundreds and hundreds of teams. And they got knocked out by Ecuador after Gabriel Jesus got sent off very, very early on. And Ederson didn't even play, so that maybe explains things. Our mates Joao Pedro and Marcos Antonio from the Newcastle United save, which you should check out after this if you've not already, did start. So again, maybe that explains things. Serial bottlers. And after 8 seasons, Ederson still at Real Madrid at the age of 23. Adding a few more caps to his name, international caps that is, and 1 more goal. His passing still at 19, it's all still up there, high in the greens. This man, I'm telling you, he will win a Ballon d'Or one year, or whatever it is on Football Manager. But will we see him leave Real Madrid anytime soon? He's back to number 4, chopping and changing. I don't like it, I don't like the consistency. But please do let me know in the comments down below, if he leaves, where do you think he'll go? It's bound to be PSG or Man City, let's be honest. Now described as an elite midfielder, he started 36 games in the league for Real Madrid, but only contributed to create 14 goals this time. That is poor by his standards, but still the best player on the park 8 times with an average rating of over 7.5 once again, but not quite getting up there towards 8. I wonder if that'll happen. Stay tuned to find out. I do notice, however, he is wanted by Chelsea. Will we see him move? Does he have any release clauses or anything like that? A minimum fee release clause of 224 million. I don't see him going anywhere anytime soon. And once again, Real Madrid, winners of La Liga, this time by 9 points. However, still doing very, very poorly in the Champions League and the Spanish Cup, but winning the Super Cup once again. It's just repeating history. Come on, Ederson, let's get on the move, mate. Let's make things exciting. But if you are finding things exciting already, please do leave a like rating on the video. It helps the video get more interactions, more engagements, and helps it get pumped into the YouTube algorithm. This is the universal sign for pumped, apparently. Oh dear, this is going to be taken out of context heavily. A good season once again for Ederson personally, however. Obviously didn't contribute to as many goals as last season, but playing in 51 games, still not going too crazy discipline-wise, and still delivering over 91% pass completion, despite the fact he's only making 0.98 key passes per game, averaging less than one a game this season, creating still round about the same amount of clear-cut chances though, and still playing more than our old pal Eduardo Camavinga. And I'll give you one more chance, that's two, one more chance to leave a prediction in the comments down below of where Ederson will move to. You've got 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just kidding, it's 1. Yeah, he's gone to Chelsea. How much did they pay for him? 110 million quid. Bloody hell. This man's an expensive habit. 36 games for Chelsea in the league though in his first season. 7 goals and 18 assists. He's bloody good. 9 player of the matches, and he's getting up towards that 8 on average rating once again, but not quite getting there. Will he ever? Who knows? He's got his preferred number of 31 though, so don't be fooled by the fact he's 31. Goodness gracious me, 24 years old, 52 caps for Brazil with 9 goals now, earning a bit of less money, so he's taken a wage drop. Is that right? A wage cut. There we go, I got there eventually. I do struggle to speak on this channel, and in the podcast. If you watch both, you'll know exactly why. Link is in the description. He's bloody good though. He is bloomin' well good. Oh goodness me, how did they do personally though? Let's see. 4th in the league. That's not good. Probably maybe a more competitive league overall, but poor for key player Ederson, and Frank Lampard's still there. That's the biggest shock of the whole video yet. They did, however, finish very much clear of rivals Tottenham for that 4th place spot, but knocked out in the Champions League. Again in the quarter-final was Ederson, this time by Man City. So we've seen him knocked out when he played for Real Madrid by Benfica, and now it's by Man City. I wonder if he'll end up playing for them in this series. We'll find out. Won the FA Cup though, so that's at least something, and Carabao Cup runners-up. Oh, we've all been there. And in the Community Shield too. Personally, at club level though, featured in 57 games for Chelsea, starting 55 of those, 14 goals in all competitions, as well as 24 assists. I think that's his record so far. 38 goals he's contributed to there. Still not getting too wild with it in terms of discipline. Passing completion rate is down below 90 for the first time in a while, but his key passes per game up over 1 once again to 1.22, the highest we've seen for a while, and likewise the clear-cut chances created, the highest we've seen for a while, with 183 this season. That's bloody good. No wonder his value's gone back up, and not just because of the big fat fee they paid for him. And as well as doing well personally at club level, he's done well personally and as part of the Brazil national team. They won the Copa America, beating USA in the final. That is something we'll probably see more often in future, USA getting to that sort of final, because they're going to get better at football. It's funny that they're pretty darn good now, a lot of good youngsters. Timothy Weah not having a good final though, scoring and then getting sent off just 8 minutes later. Yeah, I feel sorry for the bloke. Ederson, however, starting in centre mid it looks like this time, alongside Marcos Antonio, and João Pedro played and won the game too. And after 10 seasons as a professional footballer, still at the age of 25, Ederson's also still at Chelsea and still looking darn bloody good, being described still, again, as an elite midfielder. I've said still a lot there, but he's played 36 games once again for Chelsea, improving his goal scoring, still on the same level in terms of assists, and with 10 player of the matches, as well as getting even closer to that hallowed place, that hallowed number, if you will, I don't think that makes sense, of an average rating of 8. Will he get there? Who knows? Chelsea, however, though, have won the league, by 2 points, beating Man City. If he was in goals for Man City might have won the league, but that's not how this series is working. Even worse in the Champions League though, and this time runners-up in the FA Cup. Despite being runners-up in the Carabao Cup last time, they've won it and become runners-up in the FA Cup. Still can't win the Community Shield though. Yeah, again, we've all been there. In those competitions though, Ederson started 57 games. That is absolutely superb. I'm going to guess probably, second after Aaron Ramsdale, who's interestingly their goalkeeper. Bit bizarre that one, but Ederson is bloody decent, isn't he? 26 assists in all competitions and 17 goals. That is even more than previously. His 38 was his record, I believe, before. That's now 43. Quick maths. Bloody good at it, am I? Yeah, I'm not good at speaking. And Ederson's discipline also getting worse, as well as my speaking. 1 red card this time. That's probably due to the fact his tackling is 8. Not great at that. Passing below 90 again, but a lot of key passes per game. It's going up, and it's only going up. 1.39 on average, and 169, almost the funny sex number, kind of the funny sex number, in terms of clear-cut chances created, worth 80 million quid. And something that I've not looked at yet is his personal accolades in terms of awards. Sticking out is the fact he came second in the World Golden Ball, and the previous year he became third. So he's getting there. I expect him to win it soon. He better, because I predicted it in the first video. Not winning it anywhere else, not at Real Madrid or anything like that. But yeah, I'm not surprised to see so many personal accolades there, as well as team ones. And as well as those accolades, in 2031, Ederson's tackling has gone up to 9 from 8. So maybe less red cards. Who knows? And he's not even that aggressive of a player. 11. I don't know why, of all the things we focus on in these experiments, I did it in the Andy Carroll one as well. Again, if you've not checked that out, please do after this. I just focus on the tackling. I just focus on the defensive aspect. I don't know why. But he's still at Chelsea, 26 years old, 66 caps now for Brazil, with 13 goals. Not bad for a defensive midfielder whatsoever. Oh, he looks so good. He's an absolute dream. As a footballer, come on, don't be like that. 34 starts in the Premier League, 16 assists, 12 goals. He's getting better as a goal scorer. Perhaps he's playing further forward now he's at Chelsea. Assists down a little bit and player of the matches too, but still lurking just below that 8 average rating. He is darn good. He is darn good. Across the rest of the competitions, well, 50 starts, 4 substitute appearances. Oh my word. 18 goals in all competitions and 32 assists. Where is this man playing? I need to know, because that is 50 goals he's contributed to. Not bad at all. No red cards, so that's at least something. He's getting better on that front. Pass completion still bloody decent. And more key passes once again, averaging more than 1.5 per game, with 154 clear-cut chances across the whole season. But he's wanted, once again, by Paris Saint-Germain. I said it was going to happen. After winning the league though, Chelsea back down to 4th and getting knocked out in the Champions League group stages. Very, very poor. Not even going on to win the Europa League. And really, really poor performances in the FA Cup. Arsenal dominating in that competition though. Who's surprised by knocking them out? Losing in the Carabao Cup quarter-final. That's not a lie. Didn't even get anywhere near it. 4th round by Leeds United. Is that Premier League Leeds United? It is. But that is very, very bad. Really, really poor from them. But they finally won the Community Shield. So they went where no one has ever gone before on this channel. All I know is pain. Pain. And goodness gracious me, I cannot believe this. I can't believe I've missed it. But it's bloody amazing. And my prediction has come true. Ederson, World Golden Ball winner and World Player of the Year in 2030. We missed it because it hadn't been given out by the time I showed you it from 2030. But yeah, my predictions come true. I told you it was going to happen, and I've got a feeling that won't be the last. However, it was once again a poor performance at the World Cup. They went 1 round further than last time, getting papped 4-1 by Spain. Again, no Ederson in that starting lineup. Very poor. If you take him, then play him, and you'll win it, I promise you. He's the best player in the world, for goodness sake. And despite being wanted by Paris Saint-Germain, Ederson in the next season, 2032, still a Chelsea player. At 27 years old, getting towards that 100 cap mark as I predicted. 72 now with a long way to go in his career. Still bloody decent, still an elite midfielder. Still playing regularly for Chelsea. Not playing as well for them though, most notably. 8 goals, 10 assists in 34 appearances. Just the 6th player of the matches in the league. 7.65 average rating though. Still decent. It'll be interesting to see how they did. 2nd in the league, it would seem. He's not their key player, apparently. 48 starts, 5 appearances off the bench for Chelsea, for Ederson. Contributing to 32 goals. Still bloody decent. Still a good goal scorer. Still providing. No red cards either. I'm proud of you, Ederson, mate. I'm sure you need my validation. Not only in real life, but he's the best player in the world on this, apparently. So, don't know what I'm on about. 87% pass completion ratio. And over 1 still. Key pass per game, but it's down a little bit, and that's probably why he's not contributing so many goals, or perhaps it's the bad Chelsea team around him. I know what I'm going to blame, it's the bad Chelsea team. 130 clear-cut chances created, that probably counteracts my argument, but still, let's see if they won anything else despite not winning the league. Oh, they're in the semi-final Friendly Cup, so that's good, as well as the Champions League, and got knocked out as well in the FA Cup at the semi-final stage. It's not looking good for Chelsea. Will we see Ederson move on again? Runners-up in the Carabao Cup. It's painful, honestly, it really, really is. But it's only right that he loses a few of those after how he did in my Newcastle save for Man City. You could probably really, really see the pain behind my eyes when I said that. But regardless, Ederson has not won any more personal accolades. Unfortunate for the main man. But will we see him win any more in future? And will we see him move on from Chelsea? Probably not winning as much as he would like, personally, at this stage in his career, going into his prime, which we'll see in the next video. And speaking of the next video, please do subscribe with notifications on so you're not to miss out on that, as well as plenty more of similar content and different in future. Leave a like rating on this video if you have enjoyed it, and also check out some of my other stuff that I've got going on the channel. Thank you very, very much for stopping by, and take care. Don't know why I've done that, but it's happened now. I'm sorry.